Power. Deception. Survival. In 1513, Niccolò Machiavelli wrote a book that shattered illusions and exposed the raw mechanics of leadership, The Prince. This was no idealistic vision, it was a ruthless manual for rulers on how to win, hold, and wield authority, even if it meant bending morality itself. Centuries later, it still stands as one of the most controversial and provocative guides to power ever written. In this video, we step into Renaissance Florence to uncover Machiavelli's personal letter to Lorenzo de Medici, the de facto ruler of the Republic, and dive into Chapter 1, the different kinds of states, and the strategies to conquer them. Some of you may question why a spiritual media portal would publish a book summary on political philosophy and leadership. Our goal is straightforward. Grasping political philosophy is essential for understanding and obtaining power. Competent and wise leaders must gain power, otherwise, unaware and ignorant individuals may rise to power and inflict significant harm on the world. Spirituality is also about making this world a better place to live. Overview of the last post. Necessity and inevitability intertwine in The Prince, where survival eclipses all else, reflecting Machiavelli's own fall from diplomatic grace to rural obscurity. Amidst this personal upheaval, he penned a timeless exploration of power, its acquisition and maintenance, set against the backdrop of Florence's political duplicity under the Medici's manipulative rule. Through events like the Pazzi conspiracy and Savonarola's rise, Machiavelli witnessed the entanglement of religion and politics, shaping his views on the pragmatic use of power. His diplomatic tenure revealed the fragility of Florence amidst the ambitions of Italy's major powers and the folly of inviting foreign intervention, leading to centuries of external domination. Machiavelli's encounters with figures like Cesare Borgia informed his belief in decisive, sometimes ruthless leadership, contrasting with Florence's indecisiveness. His advocacy for a citizen army bore fruit with Pisa's capture, yet Florence's independence crumbled, prompting his fall from political favor. The Prince, a candid treatise on power's harsh realities, emerged from this context, embodying Machiavelli's recognition of the brutal necessities of leadership. Despite its controversial reception and Machiavelli's subsequent focus on comedies, the work endured, its insights on power enduringly influential, challenging readers to reconsider the ethical dimensions of political authority. Letter from Niccolò Machiavelli to Lorenzo de Medici, the de facto ruler of the Florentine Republic. In seeking to honor a sovereign, individuals often present gifts of great personal value or items known to be favored by the ruler, such as horses, jewels, and fine clothing. Desiring to express my loyalty to Your Highness, I offer my most treasured possession, my extensive knowledge of notable individuals and historical events, acquired through years of experience and study. I have distilled this knowledge into a concise book, which I now present to you. Although modest, I trust that the insights it contains will be appreciated, as they offer a swift understanding of lessons learned over many challenging years. I have chosen not to embellish the book with elaborate language, focusing instead on the gravity of its content. I hope you will not find it presumptuous that someone of humble origin addresses the governance of princes, for just as artists must change their vantage point to capture a landscape, one must be both a prince and a commoner to truly understand the nature of each. Accept this gift with the intent it is given, and may it guide you to the greatness you are destined for. If ever you reflect on those less fortunate, you will recognize the injustices life has dealt me. Chapter 1: Different kinds of states and how to conquer them. All states and governments that have ever exerted authority over human societies can be classified into two primary categories: republics and monarchies. This distinction is foundational in understanding the evolution of political systems throughout history. A republic is a country where the supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives, and the head of state is not a monarch. Instead of a king or queen, a republic typically has an elected or nominated president who serves for a limited term. In this system, citizens vote for representatives who make decisions on their behalf. Monarchies can be categorized into hereditary monarchies and new monarchies. Hereditary monarchies are those where the ruling family has maintained power for generations, often establishing a lineage that is deeply intertwined with the identity and culture of the nation. Such monarchies, like the British or the Japanese, have a historical continuity that can trace their roots back centuries, embodying traditions, rituals, and a sense of national pride that is passed down through the ages. On the other hand, new monarchies represent a different phenomenon in the realm of governance. These can emerge in various ways, either through the establishment of entirely new royal families or through the expansion of existing dynasties. A notable historical example of an entirely new monarchy is the rise of Francesco Sforza, who, through military prowess and strategic acumen, captured Milan in the 15th century. His ascent marked a significant shift in power dynamics within the region as he transitioned from a condottiero, or mercenary leader, to the Duke of Milan. This transformation illustrates how new monarchies can arise from the ashes of previous governments or through the vacuum left by weakened states. Additionally, new monarchies can also arise from the annexation of territories that were previously independent or governed under different regimes. A classic example is the Kingdom of Spain's acquisition of Naples. This conquest was not merely a military endeavor, it was also a complex interplay of political maneuvering, alliances, and the shifting tides of power within Europe. The King of Spain, having successfully taken Naples, faced the challenge of integrating this new territory into his realm. The people of Naples had their own historical governance structures and cultural identities, which posed both opportunities and challenges for the new ruler. Leaders who cannot uphold the delicate balance between authority and respect risk failure, as their followers may rebel against their leadership. When a territory is conquered, it brings with it a unique set of circumstances and expectations. The inhabitants may be accustomed to living under a monarch, having been ruled by a local king or a foreign sovereign, or they may have enjoyed a degree of self-governance, fostering a sense of autonomy and civic pride. The integration of such a territory into a larger kingdom often requires a delicate balance between asserting authority and respecting the existing social order. The new ruler might employ various strategies to consolidate power, such as appointing loyalists to key positions, implementing reforms, or even granting certain privileges to appease the local populace. Effective governance requires skillfully balancing centralized and decentralized authority. Furthermore, the methods by which territories are conquered can vary significantly. A new ruler might employ their own military forces to seize control, or they could rely on the assistance of third parties, such as allied nations or mercenary groups. The outcomes of these conquests can often hinge on factors such as luck, strategic planning, and the prevailing geopolitical climate. In some cases, a ruler may achieve success through sheer fortune, while in others, it may be the result of meticulous preparation and execution of a well-thought-out military campaign. Conquest stands as one of the essential responsibilities of a ruler. In conclusion, the landscape of governance has been predominantly shaped by the dichotomy of republics and monarchies, with monarchies encompassing a rich tapestry of hereditary and new forms of rule. Each type of monarchy carries its own historical significance and implications for the territories under its control, influencing not only the political structures but also the cultural and social dynamics of the regions they govern. Uninformed individuals can be more perilous than malevolent leaders since these leaders exploit them to inflict significant harm on common masses. In the coming part, we deeply delve into the Chapter 2, Hereditary Monarchies. Tell us what you feel about this video. Please give it a like, if you like it. Please share the video and subscribe to get inspired spiritually. Don't forget to press the bell icon to receive notification on the upcoming exciting episodes of The Prince by Niccolò Machiavelli. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.